At the point, number 14, Masale Michi. At guard, number 11, Isaiah Joe. Starting at power forward, number 35, Durantula, Kevin Durant. At forward, number 1, Michael Porter Jr. At center, number 15, the Joker, Nikola Jokic. The head coach of your home team. Make some noise for your Denver Nuggets.
Welcome to Tuesday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. We got looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. And it's Walton in at the 4-man position. And for the Nuggets, Kevin Durant is out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Isaiah Joe. And it's Micic in at the 1 spot. Taking a look at Denver, for them, the stakes could not be higher. They're 2-1 in group play so far. A win tonight is essential.
I think they're set up for success. Now they just have to close the deal. I mean, punch their ticket out of the group stage of the NBA Cup tournament and get ready for the next segment.
And then looking at where the Timberwolves stand, a 3-0 record in the NBA Cup. Looking tonight to finish group play perfect.
And not an easy thing to do. They'll be tested on the road tonight, but so far it's been so good for them.
Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Sweet move by Porter Jr., getting around the contact and finding the hoop.
And prime time gets it to go.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
And so Durant will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. And just about a minute into this first quarter. And Walton pulls it down. Oh, Durant with a steal. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. Here's primetime, guarded by Durant. 4-3. Sinks it from distance. Primetime's got 5 now.
You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
Right side Durant. They double team Durant. The shot comes out.
Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track. And 3 for 4 to start, showing some rhythm.
And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Denver. I asked him directly about facing Anthony Edwards, and coach said, he's just so dynamic, right? Our hope is that we can control the pace, make this our kind of game, and he'll be a little less explosive. So the plan is to stifle Edwards by not letting him play at his tempo. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Walton. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Denver calls timeout. Well, Clark, you look at Denver's lineups. They have a lot of size on this team.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's kind of the polar opposite of small ball, BA. I mean, with Jokic in the middle and a lot of length on the wings and in the backcourt, too, this is a growing trend in the league as I see it.
And while we have a moment, let's recognize a player who has been working hard lately. Your Western Conference Player of the Week.
It's clear that he's a key aspect of their offensive success. His decisions with the ball are what creates opportunities for himself and the rest of his teammates.
Here's Micic. On the wing, Durant. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball. And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Anthony Davis.
Unfortunately, we've seen his ability as a rebounder take a back seat these past few seasons. And I'd like to see him refocus on that element of his game. You can never have enough rebounds, in my opinion.
Here's primetime. What a tremendous game he played against the Lakers. Drills it from deep.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Porter gets the bucket.
Well, the coaching staff loves when Porter Jr. takes these kinds of shots. It really helps establish a rhythm for him.
Here's primetime. And that one good. Primetime's got 10 points in the game.
They've played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Here's Micic. Gets a very good look and converts. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Primetime passes to Edwards. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Joe on the wing. Pass to Jokic. Back to Joe. Minnesota with a rebound. Primetime's got 4 rebounds in the game. To the inside. Porter with the steal. Here's Joe. Here's Micic. McDaniels covering. Here's Micic. Outside for Porter. Just 5 on the clock. No good on the triple. 10 points separating these teams. Here's primetime. Second shot opportunity. Good work there as it goes. 12 points for him.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Here's Micic. Steps back and fires. It's rebounded by Primetime. Primetime's got 6 rebounds in the game. Takes a 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Fantastic start from the field for him. 6 for 8.
Here's Micic. To end the run. And Jokic throws it down.
Jokic is an absolute beast. He does it all at the offensive end. Scoring, passing, rebounding. He stuffs the stat sheet in a big way.
Good on the shot. Primetime's got 17 points.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Micic. An open look for Durant. Rebound Minnesota. Primetime's got rebound number 7 tonight.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Down low. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
And Edwards slams it in.
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Here's Micic. Pass to Jokic. Here's Micic. Knocked away. Outside Edwards. Soft touch off the glass. He's got 6.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now that they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now a timeout called by Denver. And for both of these teams, this is their 4th and final game of group play.
Yeah, and both have done what they needed to do in order to remain in contention for the NBA Cup. but only one side can emerge victorious tonight.
And Minnesota will go for a different look here. So it's Minnesota now. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Denver.
Yeah, they were impressive against this club in a clash of the Titans last year, sweeping the season series.
Yeah, I like what you said there. I mean, both teams are in the upper echelon of the conference, but they really dominated that matchup. We'll see if that continues to be the case tonight.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. They've got Emmanuel quickly. Jaden McDaniels out there with Murray. And it's Walton in at the 4.
Emmanuel
got it.
quickly.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first personal
He
foul.
took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
And the Nuggets shooting a poor 25% for this game so far. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Here's Micic. Got a hand on it. Here's Jokic. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points. Minnesota has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Primetime passes to Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Here's Metu. Blocked! Pass to Primetime.
Denver foul.
And these are the best teams this season when it comes to converting points off turnovers. The Timberwolves, number 1.
It's one thing to cause turnovers, but the key is turning those takeaways into points. And this team is the best in the league at doing that.
And he makes a first. And so he makes both from the line.
I love it. In attack mode, drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
Here's Micic. The 3 is up. They grab their own miss. And so Murray will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've only given up 2 points this quarter.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
So it's Denver now, following the score by Minnesota. Here's Metu. And Walton pulls it down. Walton's got 4 rebounds now. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, Primetime in their last time out against the Lakers was a man on a mission. He had 46 points and put up double digits in 3 categories. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
And it's Murray finishing it off.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Here's Micic. Here's Metu. No good off the back of the rim.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Micic. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Primetime's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
And his struggles have been apparent. Unable to make an impact scoring the ball.
And a miss there on the triple.
After nailing 3 trays to start this game, he's gone silent here in the second quarter.
With lots of prime seasons ahead of him, Clark, Nikola Jokic already has multiple MVPs and a championship.
It is an incredible resume already, that's for sure, B.A. I think he's got a chance to get into that top 10, maybe top 5 all-time conversation. But he's special, and what a joy to watch. Never seems to be overexerting himself, but he's making impact at both ends of the floor. He's extremely special as a basketball player.
Here's primetime. 22 points for him. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Primetime's got 25 points. Denver has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Micic. That 2 in the post. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Porter. Denver the rebound. Jokic. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Quickly passes to primetime. Rejected by Jokic.
Jokic bringing it at the defensive end. Love seeing him get busy at that end of the floor.
Lets it go from the wing. The offensive rebound.
No excuses, none. I mean, with the defense non-existent, I mean, he has to connect from there.
Murray, his 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Minnesota has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Here's primetime. He's got 25. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. This game following their win against the Rockets.
Oh, man, they were in total control, really doing anything they wanted. It was that level of dominance.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Here's primetime. Denver getting their last shot to go. The 3 is up. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Murray, no good. The Nuggets shooting only 31% in the second quarter of this one. Here's York. And Walton pulls it down. For Minnesota, they've gotten 8 of 14 shots to drop so far in the second. And that one drops. McDaniels got his first 2 points of the night.
Strong work inside by the 6'9" Jaden McDaniels, showing how effective he can be down there.
Pass to York. And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Durant, he's checked in for the Nuggets.
Timberwolves foul. Number 19.
So both teams changing it up here.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And so it's Minnesota building an insurmountable lead. Come on, they're up 38 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a clear advantage on possessions. We'll be right back. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Well, the Timberwolves shooting 65%. Their offense has been on another level. They've got Nikola Jokic. Kevin Durant is out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Isaiah Joe, and it's Micic in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Here's Micic. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first personal
Clark, one
foul.
topic that gets its share of attention, illegal screens.
And with good reason, because guys are bigger, stronger, a lot of pick and roll action. So you've got to be more diligent in cracking down on those screens that are illegal. The game is extremely fluid. Guys are in constant motion. but I think it's a hard call to make consistently, but the officials have to keep working at it.
Edwards, a pass to primetime. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
To the left side wing. Pass to Jokic. Here's Micic. Lets it go. And there's the rejection. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Shot clock at 6. The Nuggets need to get one up. And here's Jokic outside.
Excellent defense from McDaniels. Jaden's length and activity, really a problem for shooters.
Minnesota foul. Number 19. That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
Minnesota on D. In the second half, they've only given up one basket coming on the free throw.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half, 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Oh, just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, came up empty. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's primetime, covered by Jokic. Shot clock at 2. Edwards for 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Porter looks it over. Pass to Jokic. Now Porter puts up a 3. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Porter's got 7 points.
Put the first 3 misses behind them and finally ended their third quarter drought.
Here's Wingate, covered by Jokic. Here's primetime. 30 points in the game. From deep three-point land. Doesn't go for him. Oh, it's stolen away. And they pick up 2. He has 6.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Micic. Give him 8. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Primetime's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Walton, to the middle. It's picked off. Here's Micic. Wingate pulls it in.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
That's his first
We hear players
personal foul.
proclaiming their love for
First
the
team
game,
foul.
but former sharpshooter J.J. Redick said
Shooting for
there's a
Minnesota.
distinction between loving the competition itself and loving
At
the
the
game
line for 2.
and everything that goes into that. Guys say, I just want to play. Well, do you want to do all of the necessary things that lead up to that? Hey, Brian, 15 NBA seasons for Redick. He'd know.
He certainly would. Thanks, Allie. Metu, he's checked in for Denver. York comes in for Joe. Micic. There's the block.
Out of
And
bounds.
it's out of bounds. Still
Denver
Denver's ball. Here's Jokic. He's got 6. Pass to Micic. Wingate pulls it in. Wingate's got 4 rebounds in the game.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Here's primetime. Give him 30. Clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Edwards can't hit.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
Here's Micic. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
So it's Denver now, following the score by Minnesota. Inside. It's deflected. Here's prime time. Pass to McDaniels. Great D that time from Porter. Here's York. Cash. Assisting on the play was Porter.
Boy, nice read by Porter Jr. that time, scanning the floor and getting his teammates involved.
Here's prime time. And it's Denver with a rebound. Porter's got 4 rebounds now. And 6'10" with laser-accurate quick release. Clark, Michael Porter Jr. can make the game look so easy.
It looks to me like he's really settled into his role, and he's embraced that. And he's worked through his own injury challenges, so there's a level of perseverance and resilience and grit that he's put into his book bag along with that fluid stroke and his athleticism. He's become a better rebounder and a better defender as well. I really like what he's become to this point in his career as a player.
Washington's checked in for Micic. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Murray's checked in. Porter. It's rebounded by prime time.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Now here's Washington. Yep, that one goes. Washington's gotten his first bucket of the night.
And clearly, Washington has a pretty good mind for the game. He sees how the pick and roll can create space here and uses it. Oh, the rebounding. Part of his triple-double. He's been nothing short of spectacular.
Yeah, he's got his hands all over this game, impacting it in just about every category.
York, no good.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
And they're just one foul now away from the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for Minnesota.
Well, you have to like what you've seen from them defensively. They've done well contesting shots and have managed to come away with some blocks, too.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that, a team staying aggressive even when they're playing well. He's done a much better job of getting to the line here, aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
On the court for the Timberwolves, we've got Edwards. Murray out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's prime time in at the 1. Micic, he got a piece of it. Here's prime time. To the paint. Yet another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Take it away. Pass to Stevens. Finished off the break.
And I'll tell you what, the way they're able to pressure the ball and those quick hands, that's what led to an opening.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
Here's Micic. Tries again. It's rebounded by Primetime. Primetime's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. He drops it from range. Edwards got 7 now in this quarter.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
His first half performance, somewhat forgettable, but now he's pouring it on.
From deep. And Primetime gets it to go. Primetime's got 38 points.
He's been shooting with great consistency tonight. Love to see that confident play on offense.
Jokic against Murray to the middle. Here's Micic. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Primetime's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Pulls it. Rebound by the Nuggets. Here's Micic. And a vital mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this.
Here's Micic. Pass to Jokic. Misses from close range. Minnesota has gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. Primetime passes to Stevens. Can't cash it in from close range.
You know, guys, you can tell he wants to contribute more, but his teammates have picked up the slack for him. That's what being on the team is all about.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Minnesota, Stevens.
And the first one at the line is good.
And really strong at the line since the break.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And for Denver, they're shooting an even 50% since the fourth quarter got underway. Here's Micic. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Keefe's got 5 rebounds in the game. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting an amazing 61%. Looking confident. Murray's shot is good.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
And no let-up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Here's Micic. The rebound by Murray. Murray's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Primetime passes to DeMar. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Pass to Metu. Jacks up a 3. Connects from downtown.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
Now here's Murray. Check by Davis. Primetime passes to Murray. And again, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
He's doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Pass to Micic. All alone. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Micic has got 7 points for the quarter.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Timberwolves.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they really wanted this one. It pushes their win total up to 21.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
We know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And what a huge performance it was from Primetime.
Boy, I thought he did a little bit of everything out there tonight, notching the triple-double in style. He was a difference maker.
Here's Micic. Off target with the 3.
Trying to end this thing with some big threes, but the accuracy just isn't there tonight.
Here's Primetime. And that one's good. Primetime's got 42 in the game.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
Here's Micic. That shot is off. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, BA. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. So long, everybody.